Good evening. I just want to start by saying, forgive me if I'm emotional, I feel very overwhelmed by everything that has happened and also extraordinarily grateful. So thank you. Tina, my dear friend and frequent collaborator, thank you. Where are you? You have made me a better producer, and if I'm lucky, we'll keep working together forever. I'm deeply honored to receive the JQY Trailblazer Award tonight. Rachel Sussman, I don't know where you are, but I want to see you. There you are, okay, great. You're an icon, and somehow still so damn young. 1,000 thanks to you and Debbie Stoller for everything you've done as co-chair for this meeting. To the extraordinary Executive Director, Rachel Freed, the board and the staff of JQY and all of the co-hosts, thank you so much for tonight and for this award. I'm profoundly moved to be here at Lincoln Center, a place built to celebrate art, expression, and the audacity of being seen. When I was a child fascinated by movies and stories, I could never have imagined that one day I'd collaborate with artists I admired, whose posters hung on my bedroom walls, or whose albums I played relentlessly on repeat. In my house growing up, we gathered around the television every year to watch The Wizard of Oz. What began as a family tradition ultimately shaped the filmmaker I would become. Someone forever chasing that magical moment when a storyteller captures childlike wonder and turns it into something deeply moving. When I was young, being queer was something to be ashamed of, and being Jewish made you a target for ridicule. I remember classmates asking why I was singing their Christmas carols in chorus, or why my nose was so big, my hair so curly. So it feels remarkable to be standing here tonight, celebrated for those very distinctions. For being a queer Jewish woman who has proudly spent 23 years producing in film and theater, which basically means I've made a career out of convincing people that impossible things are absolutely doable as long as we can find the budget. Trailblazer is a big word. It suggests certainty, confidence, and fearlessness. Let me assure you, I have pitched many projects with shaking hands and doubted myself more times than I can count. But courage is not the absence of fear. It's deciding that the story is more important than your fear. Producing is about being the person in the room who says, yes, this story deserves to be told. It's about championing artists who aren't always given the chance to tell their own stories. And it's about protecting the vision. It's about building the table and making sure more chairs fit around it. And many of those incredible, extraordinary types of producers are in this room tonight. Your identity is not an obstacle to your ambition. It is your creative advantage. The world does not need fewer queer stories. It does not need fewer Jewish stories. It does not need fewer complex, intersectional, messy, beautiful human stories. It needs producers and audiences who understand why those stories matter. Jewish queer youth create spaces where young people can live openly, safely, and proudly. That is life-saving work, and storytelling, when done with integrity, is life-changing work. So tonight I accept this award, not as someone who blazed a trail alone, but as someone walking on paths built by many courageous queer and Jewish people before me, and hopefully clearing a few branches for those coming next. Thank you for letting me be part of this community. Thank you to my mom, who is here tonight. And to my dad, who is in the cosmos. Your belief in me has made everything possible. And thank you for reminding all of us that when we invest in young people, especially queer Jewish youth, we are not just funding programs, we are funding possibility. Thank you.